Alright, we're going to do another Grateful Dead ticket stub pull today. See what I come up with. See what, if anything, I remember from that show. Then I think for my next videos I'll go back, do some from Gen Pop ticket stub collection, but we'll do a Grateful Dead one today. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ah! Got a couple here. Let's grab that one. We've got Sunday, October 27th, 1991. Okay, this was at Oak Coliseum. This was the run right up until Halloween. This was, if I recall correctly, this was the show right after Bill Graham died. Bill Graham, I think, died the day before helicopter crash, flying from a Huey Lewis in the News concert at the Concord Pavilion. This was shortly, well, it wasn't shortly after he started using his helicopter getting all over the place after the earthquake in '89 when the Bay Bridge was closed. And so he just got used to flying around in the helicopter, get back and forth to his shows, and unfortunately his helicopter crashed the night before. And so the Grateful Dead opened this show with Sugar Magnolia, which was Bill Graham's favorite song. And this one, can't read my writing on this one, but it was a very somber like vibe there, but they turned it into like a good vibe. They ended the first set with Touch of Grey, and Bill Graham's son came out and spoke to the audience and said, "Hey, we want to keep this thing going. He want this party to keep going." So that really just changed the vibes of the whole place for me, anyway. I was there with my brother. I think that was I dragged my brother to about like 5 Dead shows, and this was one of them. And I remember this. So they closed with "Knocking on Heaven's Door." Obviously, that would have been a no-brainer. But the cool thing about this show is that they opened with Sugar Magnolia, and they played 3 nights up until Halloween, and then they had a Bill Graham memorial at the Polo Fields that following Saturday or Sunday, whatever, I forget. And that was a great celebration of Bill Graham, where we had Crosby, Stills and Nash, Journey, Robin Williams came out and did a thing. Did I say Santana? And of course the Grateful Dead, but Neil Young and John Fogerty came out with the Grateful Dead. And they ended that whole set with Sunshine Daydream, which it's like the bookend of Sugar Magnolia, obviously, if you know, you know. So it was kind of like that whole week of Dead shows, and the celebration was all encompassed for Bill Graham, from the Sugar Magnolia opener to the Sunshine Daydream closer at the end of the week. So I always remember that. That's pretty cool. I went to all 3 of the Grateful Dead shows, and as well as that memorial. I packed in a lot that week. No wonder it took me so long to get through college. All right, that was fun. That was a good one. Thanks for listening, and I'm going to pull another one at some point too.